JP Rodman from Raton, New Mexico, running an outfit called JP Rodman Paintworks. Yeah, the way this all kind of came about, me and Nikki, that's my girlfriend Nikki, she's an artist, and she didn't have a day job, and I did, but I quit my day job. We got a warehouse to do, I was doing fabrication and stuff like that, and got into pinstriping. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to pinstripe. So I was messing around with that and noticed that all these pinstripers, they were like painting their own panels and stuff. So got an airbrush, and I knew a little bit about it because my dad, he's like an auto body guy. That was his trade to begin with before he became like an administrator guy. But anyway, so started messing around with paint and that type of stuff, with the metal flake and the panels, and then just kind of evolved into the bike stuff. Some guys that asked me to paint some tanks, and painted a dude's custom car, and then with the People's Champ, I had come out to Born Free and brought some paintwork and stuff, and then went to the People's Champ party. It was like, fuck, how rad and cool it was. I was like, well, I could try it, and I'd had enough fabrication skills to probably, I could maybe pull it off, and just fucking went for it. And then just deeper down that rabbit hole, just kept going more and more, and getting it to where it is. And I don't know, it just fucking got out of hand at times, I think, but now I don't know, I really like it, Mostly that, like those long 70s style bikes, that's kind of what I was going for. And then as far as the artwork was the Frazetta painting, that was kind of where I went with for the colors. And then like that, to me, the shape kind of has like this darkness to it or something. I don't, it's like that was the main inspiration I get for that. It was 8 months. 8 months when I really started. A little bit over 12 months, but then it was kind of tinkering and getting all the stuff together, and then it was 8 months of just pure daily, all day long, into the night sometimes. The most challenging, first off, was finding all the parts that I needed. I'm kind of isolated where I'm at, and getting all that together, and then like having the balls to actually cut a frame. I've never cut a frame or tried to do anything like that, and knew a little bit about it, and had, tried to ask the right questions with the right people, and I think I got some pretty good information that way, but that was the most challenging, getting everything straight again, and just kind of like having the confidence of when it was all welded up and finished to be like, okay, I can go on from here. So that would be the most challenging. I've never had a kick bike for one, so that day when we first started, I had stayed up all night and maybe slept just a few hours, and got it to where everything was piped up and got the oil in it and everything, and started kicking it, and when it finally fired and went, it was just, I don't know, trying to describe that feeling, I guess, it's just, almost felt like overwhelmed, like it wasn't real. It was like, oh shit, man, it works, that was a feeling. I guess it was maybe just, I was surprised that it actually fucking worked. But that answers that. The first time I rode it, not that great of an experience. I had not got the clutch together right, and I missed that woodruff key in there, I guess, and I had started it the night before, and I think, anyway, the clutch basket welded itself to the main shaft. So when I got up the next morning, I started it, and it was in neutral, and then when I got it into gear, and took off. I started going, and then I wanted to make sure that the brake worked and that I could get it back into neutral. Tried to kick it into neutral, nothing, man, just going as in second gear. Tried to kick it into first and it wouldn't go, nothing. I couldn't get any movement. Push the clutch, no clutch. So then I started jamming on the brake, no brake. About halfway down the block at this point, I just put my feet down and started trying to stop the bike, and I think I almost got it stopped, and then it finally, bam, it just fell over, you know. I'd like to think I was reaching for the plug wire, but I think it was more of just panic, and it went over and, you know, jammed the carb. So that was the first time I rode it. Was pretty disappointing. But after that, you know, pulled the motor out, had to do some head work because it had chipped the intake ports, and went up to Denver and got with Dave Barker and Randall Nelson. Those guys really kind of walked me through how to get this thing back together right, and like how to not miss that stuff with the clutch, and just fortunate to meet them, and they were cool enough to be like, hey man, here's some stuff you did wrong, here's some stuff you did right, and got it together, and we worked on it for about a week, and got to cruise it down that road in front of Dave Barker's shop, and it's just so cool, man. It's got like this cool feel to it. The brake still didn't work, but still, might be a never-ending deal for me. But it was cool to be able to actually get it, you know, go through all 4 gears and gear it down, and finally get it stopped and come back, and it's cool. It likes to run. So that's the second riding experience is way better than the first. I'm gonna do I'm doing a trike with a pan head. It's got a 58 pan head, and got a little magnet charger that I'm gonna try and run off of the starter gear. Dual CV carbs. Gonna do it's mixed chop shop. Mick Evangelista built me a 30 over Springer, and so I'm gonna, once I get back from all these shows, this show and a show in Fort Worth, going to get the stance right on that and do a fiberglass body, like kind of Roth style-ish, little C cab body with a like a, you know, sedan delivery thing in the back, kind of a cool bubbly shape, everything nice and round, and that's where I'm going with that. Like sick van interior, and you know, just long trike with that blown pan head. It's JP Rodman on Instagram, JP Rodman on Facebook. You can link to those at jprodman.com, and you can always email me. It's ironheadrodman@yahoo.co.uk, and yeah, you get on those, and my phone number comes up, and you can always shoot me a text, and I'm pretty good about answering them.
Anything else you want to say?
No, that's it, man. Just thank you.